Hello, and welcome to Color Commentary. I'm TJ, your Irish fan, and I'll be talking to you today about a show Star Trek Discovery, Season 5, Episode 3. Let's get into it, shall we?
Spoilers!
Okay, so this episode we're on our way to Trill because we're following the clues that we picked up from last episode. And we get there, we gotta have Gray and Tal gotta have a little moment together because that's where Gray's been, doing a training or whatever. And so, of course, throughout this episode, you see the awkwardness, and by the end of it all, they decide to break up. Seeing that coming, teenagers, what you gonna do? So, wasn't surprised by that storyline whatsoever. What did surprise me was this whole we gotta get one of the symbiotes to consciousness and transfer it. So they put it in the doctor, and he had a heck of an experience. I was tripping out. So this Trill is taking Burnham and Book to the next clue location to enable them to continue to put the pieces together for the progenitor tech, right? So we got that going on. Plus, Commander Rayner has now boarded the ship right before they left to go to Trill, and Burnham wanted him to get to know the crew, and he did a terrible job of that. That was hilarious. Tilly kept trying to get him to loosen up, to talk to the people, to get to know the crew. He was not doing that, and even after at the end his analysis of the crew, even though he was listening and understood things about them, he really didn't get to know them. They didn't really feel comfortable with him. So he still got a little bit more work to do. This Captain Rayner dude. I don't know. He kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but I'm thinking they're going to find a way to make me like him. But right now, not really my favorite person. So that was going on up there. Meanwhile, they were trying to track Maul and Locke because they went to the Beta Z, the wrong place first. Then they went back to the original planet to get the right clue, and so they knew they were going to be on their way to Trill at some point. And sure enough, by the end of it, Maul had made it there, and she put a tracker on Tal. So now, when they're on their way, because they got the clue after they had to fight some cloaked bug creatures on this planet on Trill. Cloaked bug creatures, and they said the scales on the bugs is what reflected the light. But when it got nighttime, I feel like it definitely they should have been able to see them better because it was nighttime. But that wasn't the case. They were kind to the bugs because they were just protecting the eggs, and that's what the Trill guy needed to see, that people had came far enough where we're not just attacking anything we don't know right off the bat. We're going to actually try to figure it out first and try to work with it. And so he was willing to give them the clue. They got the clue. Now they're on their way to the next spot. But they got to get diplomatic permission because it's in a very contested part of space. Put it like that. So they're waiting on that. But yeah, now they got this tracker on Tal. So now they're going to get caught up with by Maul and Locke. And then that's when Book gonna have to really do his thing. He did his thing this episode with his communication with the alien creatures. He did the best he could there. And I like the way it lights up his forehead too. It's kind of cool. So yeah, that was this week's episode. They're a little bit closer. They got one more piece out of 5 or 4 pieces, I think it is, to this thing. And the Trill guy told them that it was quite dangerous. One of the scientists, because there was 6 of them, got killed using this thing. And they lied to everybody to try to hide it in the first place because they knew this wasn't the time for it. The Dominion War was going on at the time. Yeah, everybody was going to want to use it as a weapon instead of something good. And Stannis has found something good that could be found from it, but we'll see how that works out. He done found him a new purpose. I will see you guys next week for the next episode. In the meantime, have a great day.